All right, good evening, everyone. My name is Andrew Ong. I'm one of the executive of Elite Financial Consulting Group. So tonight, I am very, very excited about this opportunity we about to present is that as our main current market is dealing with business owners. So um, this service is really, really play a big role in their business because this will, this program will protect them from the law. You know, our country, unfortunately, um, the land of freedom, but there's a lot, the land of a lot of people are suing each other too. I guess too much freedom, they can sue or they can do whatever they want, So that's why we uh, we need to get ourselves protected. So uh, one of the verticals services that we are working with, and I'm delighted to introduce you, is um, the Legal Shield opportunity. And tonight, after we have a great gathering meeting out in Southern California at the Morton um, top of the line restaurant chain in Anaheim, California. So we'll circle back and I invite Mr. Walker and Ms. Landon on the call tonight, and just to go over overview about what the company is all about and how we gonna be um, you know this be innovative and disruptive um, legal services in US. So no further ado, let me invite Mr. William Walker. How
All
are you,
right.
sir?
Welcome, Andrew. And thank you for inviting us on here. And ladies and gentlemen, what I'm going to
Thank
do,
you.
and I apologize for my throat and everything here. This is my sixth Zoom today. So
I'm pretty
what I'm going
sure. Yeah.
to, what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk to you about the services that we offer and how we're working with Elite Financial Group. And we'll talk about how we pay you as insurance agents. But what you really gather from this is we are now offering Elite Financial Group a no cost contract, no cost at all, to come in and market our programs to your customers. And we will pay you a direct commission for it, which will show you all of that here in just a minute. So here's what I want you to really grasp is think about how many of your clients right now have legal problems, but they can't afford an attorney. We know that the average law firm runs anywhere from $250 per hour on up. Matter of fact, Han, there in the great state of Oklahoma, the very first call that our members call is to Mike Turpin's law firm, who was the former Attorney General of the state of Oklahoma. So these are the best of the best attorneys that our members are using. And so what we do is I tell everybody it's really disruptive innovation. It's kind of like what Amazon did to the world of shopping, right? I could leave my house and go shopping at Target or wherever I want, or I can simply order anything I want off of Amazon. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the same disruptive innovation that Netflix did to the world of movies, right? I can now, instead of having to rent a CD or a DVD, if I really age myself, a VCR tape, I can now go on Netflix and for a flat monthly fee, I can watch unlimited movies, right? It's what Uber did to the world of automobiles and taxis. It's what Airbnb did to the world of overnight accommodations, hotels. So what our members do, Jimmy, what happens is a member for $1.25 a day, we give them access on an unlimited number of issues to attorneys. So our members, through you guys, Elite Financial Group, They sign up for a membership, and we will customize a website for every single one of you, your own private website. They go to your website, they get enrolled in our service, and we pay you a commission, a direct commission for $1.25 a day. We then email them. So within minutes of them signing up, if I signed up with Andrew tonight, within minutes of me signing up with Andrew, the company would send me an email saying, here's your membership number. Go to this website or my app store, download the Legal Shield or ID Shield app, and I have access to attorneys through our system. We were established in 1972, just so you know. This is our corporate office in Ada, Oklahoma, huh? Not too far, an hour and a half from you. We protect right now, ladies and gentlemen, over 4.5 million people. And Andrew, as you know, we are growing exponentially. Matter of fact, in July, we had our largest month in the 52-year history of our company. We're growing that fast right now. We also market our product in 5 Canadian provinces. We've been featured just by about every publication you can possibly imagine. By the way, here's an aerial view of that same facility, 177,000 square foot facility in Ada, Oklahoma, sitting on a beautiful 87-acre campus, and we have over 700 employees. They're taking care of our members on a daily basis. And ladies and gentlemen, we've been featured by every publication you can imagine. As a matter of fact, this one needs to be updated. We won again Forbes #1 product for the legal, #1 product for identity theft, cybersecurity, and I'll show you more awards as we go on winning every award out there for the services. How many of your customers right now don't have a will, living will, or healthcare power of attorney? And by the way, just so you know, that's over 80% of Americans have no will, living will, or healthcare power of attorney. And Andrew, you and I both know if I call an attorney to write my will, it's going to cost me 500, 600, 700, $800.
No, a lot more than that.
Yeah, but what if instead we said it's $1.25 a day?
Mhm.
How many of the customers are going to buy from you? Think about how many people are getting letters in the mail saying, oops, sorry, you're a victim of identity theft. Or how often your customers have been on the phone with someone and said, hey, let me talk to your supervisor because they're not being treated with respect. Maybe even immigration issues and things like that. Maybe they've signed things they didn't understand, or they've received traffic tickets. Andrew, somebody gets a speeding ticket, we know most likely their insurance premiums are going to increase. What if we would have an attorney fight that ticket for them at no cost to them and keep the points off their driving record? Maybe
Uh,
they've had an insurance claim denied. All of these are issues where they could use Legal Shield. Now, I'm giving you a 30,000 foot overview. Just, oops, my computer is going backwards instead of forwards. So our members download our mobile app, which looks exactly like this. And Barbara, with that mobile app, if I need to talk to an attorney, even right now, it's 9:20 where I live in Iowa. I could push that button right now and have access to an attorney in a matter of seconds because we make our service available 24/7. On an unlimited number of issues, we give our members access to attorneys so they can pick up the phone and start talking to attorneys about any legal question they have. Think about how often your members would do that. We'll write letters and make phone calls on their behalf. Several years ago, Andrew, as you know, I had a problem with Verizon, my cell phone carrier. They were overbilling me. Not enough that I was going to call an attorney, right? Because an attorney would have cost more than the problem. But I called Legal Shield. They wrote a letter to Verizon and I got a $50 credit back on my phone bill. Ladies and gentlemen, several years ago, I bought a car that ended up within the first 5 weeks. They said that car needs a new motor. The engine is blown. But the dealership wouldn't give me my money back. The attorneys wrote a 5 page letter and the dealership gave me $37,000 back for that car. And we did not have to give any of that money to the law firm. We'll review contracting documents, 25 pages per document, unlimited number of documents for your clients. We'll do residential loan review, tenant lease agreements, and we will write a will, living will, healthcare power of attorney, and financial power of attorney, and update it every single year at no cost. Guys, just that alone, if they only did it with us once, Andrew, that would cover 4 years of a membership. if they only did it once, and we update it every year. By the way, your spouse or significant other, we do total separate documents for them. When my daughter turned 18 and was going to college, I needed a healthcare power of attorney. I needed a financial. It's covered 100% under this service. If you receive a traffic ticket, we'll represent two per year per covered family member, and that's children up to the age of 26 living at home. Two tickets per year per person. Property damage, somebody damages their property up to $5,000, our attorneys will cover it. Somebody, Andrew, you were talking about lawsuits going crazy in the United States. How about we pay the first 60 hours of your attorney if somebody sues you? We pay your attorney time. If you're named in an IRS audit, we pay 50 hours of a tax attorney's time. 180 days after somebody has our membership, we pick up uncontested divorce, separation, adoption, annulments. We pick up post or prenuptial agreements, and we make the service available 24/7. Think about Han there in Oklahoma. If one of your clients right now had a problem at 9:25 in the evening, you realize they could push a button on their phone and have access to an attorney immediately right now? Even though law firms across the nation are closed, we give them access immediately. Online notarizations, 5 per year, unlimited e-signatures, and then anything else, including pre-existing conditions, or maybe even criminal charges, Betty. We pick up the attorney fees and give them a 25% discount off of the normal hourly rate. Now, many people ask me, how do we do that? Right? How can I get an attorney through you for $1.25 a day when they cost $250 to $300 an hour? And guys, you more than anybody understand what we call a shared economy, right? It's called the law of large numbers. It's how insurance itself works. See, it's not Andrew paying Legal Shield $1.25 a day. It's 4 million people paying Legal Shield $1.25 a day. And every dollar that we collect, 33 cents of every dollar we collect pays the law firms, whether Andrew calls the attorney this month or not. Andrew, you just mentioned we were in Anaheim, California. You realize that law firm, the main law firm there, Parker Stanberry, we pay 7 figures a month to that law firm. Han, they're in Oklahoma. We pay huge 6 figures every single month to those attorneys on your members' behalf. So when they need it, it's not give me money. We've already prepaid it for your member. Now we also have our second, really what I call core product is called ID Shield. What separates my product and everything else from everybody else. I often ask people, Andrew, and I know you agree 100%. In life, do we want to be reactive or proactive?
You
And
gotta
we
be
always want to be proactive
proactive. Hmm.
because when I'm reactive to a problem, it becomes very expensive. Our ID Shield product monitors 76 billion websites every second of every day. We monitor, ladies and gentlemen, social security numbers, driver's license, passports, public records, dark web. We monitor it all. We even let people go in, Andrew, and they can say in my checking account, if more than $100 leaves, notify me. If money transfers out of my account, notify me. And we'll send real-time text alerts back out to their mobile device, and they purchase the membership from your website. Within 15 minutes of us discovering activity on them, we'll send an alert asking, did you just do this? If Christopher says, yes, I recognize that, we let it go. But if he says no, guys, watch carefully here. We are the only company in the world with licensed private investigators. Andrew, you have our service yourself. You know that we don't tell Andrew what to go do. We fix it for him. We restore his identity. And we don't offer 1 million like everybody else. We offer a $3 million fraud plan. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, we offer for 15 devices a VPN. How powerful is what would just a VPN cost somebody? We offer it for 15 devices. We offer Trend Micro maximum security malware for 15 devices and password manager. Now, this service for an individual is $19.95 a month. Family coverage is $34.95 a month, and there's no limit to the number of children. Children up to the age of 26 are covered, member and spouse or significant other. They are covered 100% under this program. We then offer them member perks. Member perks is a discount program. Ladies and gentlemen, I have, as I mentioned, I have Verizon as my cell phone carrier. Andrew, because I'm a Legal Shield member, I get 8% off my monthly phone bill. AT&T and T-Mobile give 20% off because you're Legal Shield members. I get $40 off my Costco membership. I go to Best Buy, I get a 20% discount. In Anaheim, California, I could have gotten 40% off of my tickets if I wanted to go to Disney World. We saved last year, I saved over $1,200 just using member perks. If I rent a car, and I know, Andrew, you travel all over the place. You left us and went to Phoenix, Arizona, I think, and came back. We give 20% discount through car rental companies because you're a Legal Shield member. So everything we do, our member can do from their mobile app or they can do from a computer. They can track. I can even go online, ladies and gentlemen, and say, listen, I would like to talk to an attorney who deals in real estate, Andrew, today at 2 p.m. Think about that. You can schedule your appointments when attorneys, I can say, listen, I have a traffic ticket I need help with. I'd like to be able to talk to an attorney at 4 p.m. today about a traffic ticket I just got. We set it all up through mobile apps, or you can just, hey, push the button and say, hey, I have this problem. Can you guys help me out? Now, listen, I've only talked about ID Shield and Legal Shield just because of the sake of time. We have plans to protect business owners. For $1.08 per work hour on a 40-hour work week, I will cover a business and Andrew offer them 100 hours of lawsuit protection, meaning we'll pay the first 100 hours if their business is sued. We will even do debt collection, 10 per month. Whatever we recover, they keep 100% of. We'll help them with employee handbooks and everything else. One of our biggest markets is we offer this as payroll deduction to companies. We have 2 states right now that offer this to every state employee as a payroll deduction. I have Sanford Medical Center in South Dakota, 58,000 employees. They offer this as payroll deduction to all 58,000 employees. We have plans, Andrew, if you guys cover over the road truck drivers, commercial drivers, we have a plan customized just for them. We have people that carry Uber, Lyft, maybe carry a firearm. We have plans customized just for them. So let me go in now. And first off, Andrew, let me pause there and ask, does anybody have any question on the first part of what we cover? And then I'm going to show you our contracting.
Yeah, you was mentioning the payroll deduction. Is that the Section 125 that um
The cafeteria plan.
the cafeteria plan?
So Legal Shield does not fall under a cafeteria 125 plan, okay, because we allow open enrollment, Andrew,
Mhm.
meaning in an employee, they don't have to wait for a life event to come on our program. And the Cafeteria 125 plan requires employees to have either a life event or only during open enrollment to enroll. Now,
Mhm.
if companies want us to set it up where they can only enroll, with a life event, we'll do that for them.
Mhm.
But that's not where our sweet spot in the market is.
Mhm.
But guys, understand this, Andrew, there's an article out there by the IRS called IRS Ruling 2016-2. 2016-2 that says any portion of an identity theft product that employers offer to their employees is a 100% tax write-off for the business.
Oh, really?
So think about that. Why would I not pay for identity theft protection for all of my employees? Because I can write it off 100% on my taxes.
So that
20,
means they get our program, right? ID
right?
Shield, right?
Right. And if any portion of the business pays, they can write it off on their taxes.
Mhm.
Huge tax discount for businesses.
Okay, and also you was mentioned on the commercial driver. What is that? How
So
helping them?
So over the road truck drivers, we cover everything in that semi and we're available 24/7. If they have a load book, if they have a speeding ticket, see if they have a placards, if they have overweight, over height, any ticket that truck driver gets, truck drivers are different than ladies and gentlemen, you and I. If I get a speeding ticket, it hurts, right? If a truck driver gets a speeding ticket, it affects number one, they're what we call a CSA score. Whoever they drive for could get a fine of 20 to $30,000 for that ticket. And if a truck driver, depending on the speeding ticket, they can lose their license. Well, if a truck driver loses their license, they lose their job. So we are available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week for anything that happens with that truck. Anything. We cover it bumper to bumper.
And also you said that on there's a legal plan adds on. What is that?
So legal plan add-ons, how many of us know people that drive for Uber and Lyft?
Okay,
Right.
gotcha.
Understanding, guys, that Uber and Lyft drivers, and most people don't know, but Uber and Lyft drivers cannot have just standard insurance on that vehicle because they're using that vehicle for commercial use, right, Andrew?
Right.
That violates a personal use policy. Well, let's say, and we hear it in the news all the time, you get in an Uber or you're driving for Uber and somebody accuses you of sexually harassing one of your passengers. We
Mhm.
cover them 100%. If there's an accident in that vehicle, we cover the attorney fees for them. The other add-on would be like Airbnb, people are renting apartments, or maybe somebody carries a firearm.
Yeah.
Okay, if I live in Iowa, that's pretty easy to do. If I live in South Dakota, very easy to do. If I live in California, that's not as easy to do. If I live in Oklahoma, pretty easy to carry a firearm. So we will advise them on any law anywhere in the nation with those firearms, what their rights are.
hmm I see. And then last but not least is I know that Betty Ho is on the call. We was talking about looking for because in our company we do loan mortgages too.
Mhm.
So um quite often we come across some client that they need a little boost on their credit score. So um I would just discuss that we can use Legal Shield
Mhm.
services so to help them, to fight or dispute
Absolutely. So
their
Andrew,
credits.
we have, as you and I talked the other night, sir, you and I, what, Monday night or whatever, when we were talking,
Yep,
understand how many number one of your clients don't even understand their credit score,
right.
right? Most of them don't even know what's on a credit score until they come in to try to get a mortgage or something, and then they realize they have a problem.
hmm
So if they have both our legal and our identity theft plan, we'll open up that credit report with them and we'll walk them through everything that's in that, how to increase that credit score, right? If they need to dispute things on the credit score, we'll help. Andrew, we will even help people create budgets. Our consultation team will say, okay, listen, here's what's affecting your score, and here's the best way to change these credit scores.
hmm
So we're not a credit repair company.
Yeah,
We're a credit, well, we give them all the counseling and everything else. And if there's
counseling
things,
advice. Yeah.
yeah, and if there's things on their credit report that shouldn't be there, then we have an attorneys. Let us send out the letters to
So
remove
so
them.
so the attorney will write a letter and
Mhm.
then also send it out
Yes,
for the
sir.
client, right?
It,
Okay.
absolutely.
And also what about some people they say, I just wanna use ID Shield. I don't need Legal Shield. So they can do that, right?
They can buy one product or the other.
Or the
Absolutely.
other. Okay,
Yep.
great. So Betty, you have any question? If not,
So
I
let
guess.
me show, if it's
Mhm.
okay, real quickly, Andrew, let me show you our contracting process, okay?
Yes, please.
So, because if you're interested in getting, again, this is a no cost contract to
Mhm.
you, no cost, because we're offering this through Elite Financial Group.
Mhm.
So, let me share my screen here. And can you guys see my screen? Okay,
Yes.
wonderful. Guys, first off, let me show you a couple things that I haven't even mentioned yet. We have what we call Performance Club, where Andrew, we give monthly bonuses. Every premium dollar, so if they buy a 37.95 legal plan, we give them 38 points.
Mm.
When they get 150 points in any calendar month, the third month that you get 150 points, guys, that's one membership a week. We're going to give you a $200 month bonus every month. That goes up to $500 or $6,000 a year, Andrew, in bonus money. I've
Wow.
been getting that now for over 25 years. 600 bucks or 500 bucks a month.
Hmm.
We also, and with this is between now and the end of this year, Andrew,
Hmm.
if you go out, ladies and gentlemen, and make 50 sales between now and the end of the year, whether you do it individual or in group, we're going to give you a $500 cash bonus. If you make 300 sales, we're going to give you a $3,000 cash bonus. Between now and you have until December 31st to get this done. Bonus cash money, free money.
Hmm.
You go out, ladies and gentlemen, and open up one group, Andrew, one group, and write $150 in premium. That's three memberships. We'll give you a $300 cash bonus. If between now and the end of the year you write $100 or $1,000 in cash, by the way, that's 22 memberships. Between now and the end of the year, we'll give you $2,000 cash bonus. That's over and above the 3,000 that I just told you on the last screen. That's over and above that monthly cash bonus. So Legal Shield has what we call a licensed agent seller builder agreement. Andrew, you have one of these.
Yep.
Andrew
Yep.
contracted at no cost to our company. So if you're
Yeah.
interested in this, yep, there's Andrew. Yep, and you have, I think, 4 or 5 of them ready to send in. I
Yep.
think you said,
Hmm.
Andrew. So, guys, if you will go down into the chat and put in your email address, April Lannon will send this out to you, a PDF right now. So, this agreement, you're going to fill in this information right here, not down here,
Hmm.
just right here. This is where Andrew and I fill this in. That way, we make sure you're under Elite Financial Group. Ladies and gentlemen, even some of you that I met in Oklahoma this past week, some of you were already contracted to Legal Shield. Well, let's renew that contract and put you under Elite Financial Group. By the way, Andrew, that meal at Morton's, which I thought was first class, we wrote a check for over $12,000 for that meal for to feed everybody. And we're doing another one in Baltimore, Maryland here next month. We're going to go to another Morton Steakhouse. So if you know insurance agents in Maryland, let us help you get them enrolled. So you're going to fill out this page.
Hmm.
You're then going to fill out this page, meaning you have no felonies, right? That's very important to Legal Shield. You wouldn't, of course, have an insurance license if you do. You're going to choose how do you want us to pay you? Do you want us to pay you daily, weekly, or monthly? Our company, when somebody goes to your website and enrolls, when we collect that money, we draft it out of their account. We do it checking account, savings account, or credit card, or they can pay us semi-annual or annually. We don't do monthly billing. Just because, ladies and gentlemen, if we did monthly billing, we'd have to raise our rates for postage and everything else alone. So checking account, savings account, credit card, payroll deduction, or pay us 6 months or 12 months in advance. When we draft it out of their account, we turn around and deposit the money in your bank account. So you will fill out this. You will then tell us, are we going to put it in a checking account or savings account and attach a deposit slip? And you sign here. Then, ladies and gentlemen, this is just on the paperwork that April is about to send you. If you can read these. These are just the notes on how we pay and everything governed by the laws of the state of Oklahoma. This is your commission structure. And this is critical to understand. We pay you one of two ways. We can give you what we call level compensation, where we will pay you 9.4% of whatever the premium is. We pay you every month. They pay us, we pay you. Okay, pretty self-explanatory. Or we have what we call high-low compensation. Now, this is set up on two different tiers. Let's talk about tier one. I don't want to confuse anybody. Remember, no cost contract. Tier one, which is our basic tier, that's what everybody starts out on day one. A tier one contract, if you make under $700 in premium, makes sense? Right? They buy
Mhm.
$1 up to $699. We're going to pay you 28.1% commission the first year for that sale. If you write over seven, between 700 and 1,399, that moves up to 34.6%. You can notice that can move up to 46.5% commission the first year. Andrew, that is huge. Matter of fact, if you guys know of a guy called Robert Kiyosaki, the author of Rich Dad, Poor Dad, The Cash Flow Quadrant, Robert Kiyosaki said this is the best compensation plan he's ever seen. And we actually have him on video recording that for Legal Shield. The best compensation he's ever seen. A tier two, and it tells you right here, is commissions over $150 in premium within 1 month. The following month, we move you to tier two. That number doesn't change, but look what happens here. By the way, you write over $4,000 in premium for $4,800, your compensation is 55.8% of the premium. That's huge. And then, guys, we are going to give you, oops, let me back up one screen. You get 10% renewal for the life of every policy. Andrew, as long as that policy is on the books. Just to give you guys an example, and Andrew, you know me very well now, and you know my reputation. I'm a vice president of Legal Shield. The company pays me over $250,000 a year in residual income right now.
Mm,
Over $250,000 a year. So
nice.
this is our contract. You would choose, do you want the high low, which is what I recommend for people? Okay. You can take a level commission of 9.4 every month, but why not take a bulk of your money up front? Our retention, just so you know, my personal retention is over 94%. People buy this product and keep it forever.
Hmm.
Okay. So you can take advanced or you can take high low as earned, meaning when they pay us, we pay you. So there's no chance of a chargeback ever in our company. Again, we do have 5 states that require a license to sell the legal plan. Okay. Only the legal plan. You can sell the identity theft plan in any state at any time with no license. Any state, including 5 provinces of Canada. You can sell that with no license. Um, Not to get too far ahead of my skis here, but I know that we have 5 states right now. In January, that's going to be less because we're working every single day to get rid of licensing in the states. Now, you must have an insurance license, though, to get this contract that I am offering you. So, Andrew, that is my notes on everything. And by the way, as I mentioned, I'm going to be in College Park, Maryland, which is Baltimore,
Hmm.
October 24th through the 26th. Andrew, we are on October 24th doing an insurance luncheon again at Morton Steakhouse. Ladies and gentlemen, if you know of somebody who's interested in getting contracted to Legal Shield, let us know because we will contract them underneath of you, which is underneath of Elite Financial. Here's why that is so critical. Y'all notice these, and I say y'all, hon, because I act like I'm from the South, but I live in Iowa. Okay. So
Okay, so
is the way we talk. So you see these numbers here? These are premium numbers. So if Andrew and Elite Financial Group have 10 people, Andrew, that write $700 a month in premium, each of them is making 28.1%, right?
Right?
But that means Elite Financial Group is making over $7,000 a month in premium, which means Elite Financial Group gets the difference between 28.1 and 46.5. And then Elite Financial Group also gets the override, meaning year after year, that residual income along with you. And so you guys have the opportunity to do the same thing. Do you know other insurance agents that are interested in marketing this product? We'll pay you the differential between your commission and theirs. So if you're interested in this contract, Andrew, if they want to just put an email in the chat below, April will immediately email them out a PDF fillable
Right.
that they would put the information, fill out the paperwork. You guys will then email it back to us. And of course, Andrew, you'll see it. You and I always communicate back and forth.
Yep.
Andrew will sign the paperwork authorizing it, send it on to me, and I will get it all processed. Now, if you're interested in Andrew, the ones that we have now, like Paulie and a couple others, I leave Monday for Ireland. I'm going on a vacation. Matter of fact, Legal Shield's sending me on vacation. Me and my son for 5 days to Dublin, Ireland, all expenses paid. So if you get paperwork, try to get it back to me before Monday. And Andrew,
Mhm.
I'd prefer even Saturday if possible, so that I can get the processing started. So when I get back from Dublin, Ireland on the following Saturday, we can do training. We provide every Wednesday. Today at 11 o'clock, we did an insurance agent training on our product. We also do one every Friday, and that is by Mr. Ted Batal, who spent over 32 years with MetLife Insurance. He knows the ins and out of everything dealing with insurance. Andrew, you personally met him there in Anaheim. The guy
Yep.
has forgotten more about insurance than most people know, and he will be your personal trainer with the legal and myself, but in the legal plan and identity theft plan.
All right. So quickly on the application, it say option one and two on the commission compensation section. So which one we should pick or what the agent pick
So
on
one and two, the level compensation is just 9.4% per month. The
so
high low is that 28% all the way up to 55%. So do
so
you
pick
want us
pick
to,
number one or
I would recommend, I would take number one, choose the high low. And then
right?
if you don't want an advanced, if you want us to pay you that commission each month, just choose the as earned right here.
Yeah, I think I like S earn better. So
And
I
I
don't,
think, and that's what you did, Andrew. By the way, you chose high low and you chose as earned, meaning when the client pays us, we pay you.
right. Yeah.
So there's never a chance of a chargeback.
And then don't have to mark on number two.
You do not, yeah, just leave number two blank.
Okay. All right. Anyone have any? Who was that on?
Yes, me, Theodora.
Oh,
This
hi,
this is
Theodora.
Dora. I am so sorry. I missed how you doing? Hi, Bill.
Hi,
Um,
Theodore.
I'm sorry. I had an emergency when I got home. I had to deal with it. You know, almost a fire almost happened. But anyways, I'm glad I got in on this because I have an insurance agent who is ready to pop on Legal Shield. So I'm glad I heard Bill say this. So Wednesday and Friday training, right?
Every Wednesday, every Friday,
And what time is it?
11 o'clock Central Time.
11. Because
And
he's in
yeah,
Utah.
guys, what happens is when you sign into this program as an insurance agent,
Uh huh.
Ted Vital will personally call the insurance agent
Uh huh.
and give you all of the information, welcome you to our company,
Mm.
and give you, and we'll include you in an email where we send you out how do you register for our different trainings that we have each week.
Okay. Yeah, he's really interested. Matter of fact, I got quite a few insurance agent friends. Okay. That's
Okay.
what I need to know. I'll jump on that tomorrow. Okay. Again, Andrew, I'm so sorry, but I had a major emergency when I got in the house that I
No,
had to deal with.
No, you're
But
good. All
okay.
right. Okay. So, anyone else have any more questions on this before we jump to the next subject? And then also, um, maybe I need um, Ms. Landon about show me later on training on the using the back office, send out the contract and such.
Mhm.
Hmm. And I know it's really late over there now, so
Yeah. And
so
Andrew, we can help you. We can get on a call tomorrow if you want and walk you through how to do that, all of that.
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So tomorrow morning I'll circle back and then I'll connect.
Wonderful.
Okay.
Okay.
All
Okay.
right.
Hi, April. I'm gonna have to leave, Andrew.
All right.
This
Thank
was up
you.
at church.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Take care,
Yeah.
Bill.
All right.
Have a good
Thank
time in
you. Thank you, Mr.
Ireland.
Walker. We're gonna talk about the car insurance saving
Oh,
Okay.
good.
through Good Driver Mutuality. It's the to me it just it also will disrupt the whole P&C
Right.
industry because uh everybody was
True.
just sick and tired of paying car insurance. Doesn't
Yeah.
matter where you are in the country. So I know he has an 8 o'clock uh
Sure.
seminar training for the Hispanic group. So I appreciate I'll bring them to jump on real quick. So just say hi to everybody and uh share your time before you gonna swing on the other side.
Yeah, let's see what we can get done in 5 minutes. But first of all, nice to meet everybody.
Mhm.
It is my pleasure. Andrew, thanks so much for the chance, to talk about this because it is a great opportunity to change a lot of things, to help a lot of families, and also to make a lot of money. Ultimately, that's what this is. Andrew is one of our affiliates, doing amazing, and again, just thank you. So, guys, I'm going to share my screen just really, really fast and kind of show you
Yes.
where where it is that we excel because we're not an insurance company. This really is a new concept, something that hasn't been done before, at least not in the US and at least not in the auto insurance escape landscape. However, it has been proven overseas, and right now it is working marvelously. It's working perfectly, and we're doing what we say we're going to do. We're going to save people a lot of money, and when people's cars get damaged, we will repair them at a higher clip, caliber, and quality than everybody else. So, what is it that we do? We don't do liability and other types of insurances for your vehicle, right? Liability takes care of the person that you hit. If it's your fault, right, you hit him, liability takes care of them. And collision and comprehensive takes care of your property, right? So this is why it's really simple for us to do it because we don't have to deal with, multiple, uh, potentially limitless amounts of money that may have to be spent on injuries and other damages. It's just collision and comprehensive. However, it tends to be about half of everybody's premium. So nowadays, people are canceling collision and comprehensive because it's just too expensive. The premiums have more than doubled over the last 5 years. And so people just take the risk. If something happens, they either pay out of pocket, they have to drive around with a very damaged car, or or they have no option but maybe just to not drive that car anymore. So it's a big risk to take. So we do the collision and comprehensive part, right? Those are the damages to your vehicle that are not your fault, but also nobody else's fault. Like, a branch falls over and breaks and falls on your car, not your fault. Natural disasters, vandalism, theft, fires, floods, glass damage, not your fault, right? But it needs to be taken care of. So that's the part that we do. Now, how is it that we save you money? You will bring, this is a little bit more realistic, right? So this is the declarations page. This is your liability and other portions of insurance. This is right here is your comprehensive and collision. This is what we take care of for you. Okay. Uh, and it's very simple. If you're able to remove collision and comprehensive from your insurance plan without any repercussions, then you buy collision and comprehensive, collision comprehensive plan from us, and you remove it from your insurance company. And what we do is through a very specific mechanism, we save you up to 40% on the cost of collision and comprehensive. Right now, for a lot of people, this is amounting to many hundreds of dollars every 6 months, and many, multiple hundreds of dollars every year. So we are making a difference. We have our own app. It's kind of how we working it. We are the Uber, if you will, of this type of program for collision and comprehensive. We don't have agencies. We don't have offices. We don't have agents out there, sitting waiting for somebody to walk in the door. The app does everything, and we make the app available to our members who want to also become affiliates, simply to help us grow the community. We also have our own network of shops, which allows us, just like having the app and having so many, people out there, helps us keep costs low on the operation side of things. This network that we use helps us to keep the cost very low, very standard, um, on all the repairs. It's a network of almost 7,000 shops all across the US. And in fact, the repairs are so good that we even offer a lifetime warranty on the repairs, on the labor, and the parts. And it's a lifetime warranty that transcends state lines. So you can have your car repaired in California, and if 5 years later you're in Texas and the paint starts to fall off, you let us know. We'll find a shop near you in Texas where you can take your car and have it be repaired without any cost to you. Everything that we do is through our app. Okay, as part of the reason why we're so efficient. Um, it is a invitation only program, so that means that the only way people can join is through referrals. People can't go to our website, at least not right now. They can't go to our website and get a quote. They can't even call customer service. They have to do it through our affiliates. If they're getting the word out there, okay, they should be getting paid for that. We are a little bit choosy. We're not for everybody. We're not for example, ideally, your car will be paid off because then we know you can take off collision and comprehensive, no problem. Your car can be too old, okay? No more than 15 to 20 years old, depending on the brand. No vehicles no more than $100,000 of original sales price. No, how much you bought it 2 years later, original sales price. It has to be for personal use, so nothing commercial or business registered, and nothing on the. And I'm sorry, if it's your car like that and it qualifies, then you have to drive it under 30,000 miles per year because we're trying to avoid people having accidents, right? This is the whole point of this: is motivating people to drive more carefully, create safer roads, and if they are careful drivers and they keep the accidents to a minimum, we can save them up to 40% on the cost of collision comprehensive. And the reason why, and this is just an example, real life. The reason why is because we do a community approach. Good Driver is not an insurance company. Okay, we are the platform where people come together, sort of like crowdfunding, but on steroids. They know what they're doing, they're educated, they're committed. It's again, it's a very structured and disciplined community. And we share in the cost of repairs when somebody has an accident. But we only share when somebody has an accident. And we only share according to the need of that accident because repairs won't always cost the same. So over 6 months, using this mechanism, we end up saving people up to 40% on the cost of collision and comprehensive. Now, like Andrew said, and I need to jump off here in just a minute, but I want to share one more thing with you guys. We do have a fantastic compensation plan. Uh, some of the advantages is there's no licensing required. We're not an insurance company. It is available nationwide. We are exclusive to the market, and there's 140 million vehicles on the road right now that qualify for a good driver mutuality plan. So the expansion potential is immense. Okay, again, there's no competition. We can save money for anybody that brings us their declarations page and excellent compensation. We have multiple bonuses. We pay 10% of the quote amount that people receive when they join. And we also have a override system where you can build teams and get overrides from them. We also have a bonus sharing pool that people can participate in. Guys, we are a venture capital backed company. Hedosophia and Ribbit Capital. Okay, companies behind Uber, behind Coinbase, Robinhood, Credit Karma, Plaid, Alibaba. These are our backers. Okay, and they have us. I mean, eventually we're gonna go public, but they have us right now as a $500 million company. We're super small right now, but they forecasted that we'll be a $100 billion company, in the next 7 years. So really, really poised to dominate the market and to do some great things. So Andrew, I apologize for the time and I
Yep.
need to jump off, but
Awesome.
thank you for the opportunity.
No, appreciate your time. So, yeah, I'll see you next call. You guys stay on the call if we're gonna work with them to go through the plan, okay? All right.
Perfect.
And also,
Andrew knows
uh,
everything too. He
yeah.
was being nice enough to let me participate, but he's got you. He knows everything he needs to know.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Andrew. Thank you,
All
everybody.
right.
Have a
Thank
good
you,
night.
Brigham. I'll call you tomorrow morning.
Thank you.
Okay, be ready. Thank
Okay.
you.
All right. So, guys, um, yeah, let me see. Only I think is Kawal still on here? Kawal? Because we're gonna speak Vietnamese, okay? Kawal, you're gonna learn how to speak Vietnamese.
Yeah, I'm here. I am here with you guys. Actually, I joined the late. I joined late.
So, but anyway,
Yeah,
Kawal, we
sorry.
the car insurance, we can save a lot of people from, car insurance.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
so basically, I'm gonna show you, um I'm gonna turn off the recording.